Welcome to Mind Over Media,
where two brothers tackle headlines, hard truths, and hot takes
with just enough wisdom to sound like we know what we're doing.
I'm John Martin.
And I'm Jim Martin.
We're brothers, commentators, and occasionally civil.
Now, let's dive into the madness. All right, everybody. Thank you for coming back. We've been gone for a while. Things happen. Families need us. So we're back. But my name's Jim Martin.
I'm John Martin. And yes, we are back, and we are back with a vengeance. As Jim mentioned, family things do happen. We have a new member of the family.
Yes, indeed.
Beautiful little Isla. We spent a month in Reno. And I'll tell you, great month. I wouldn't change it for the world.
That's good. That's good.
Something about kids, Jim.
Oh, they're awesome. They're awesome.
Something about the smell, the sound, just it's an amazing thing.
It is,
and how
it really
anybody can not want a baby.
Oh, it doesn't make sense to me.
It makes zero sense to me.
To this day, I think if I wouldn't be like 104 by the time they graduated high school, I'd think about having another one.
Well, here's a funny thing, okay? Because Lisa and I, when we got back a couple of days ago, I had mentioned to her that we need to adopt a baby. True story.
Yep.
We had a serious conversation. We contemplated it. We would be 69 when the baby graduated high school, and I'm still all for it.
Right.
We went to high school with some kids
whose
had
parents were much older
parents,
than us.
Maybe not that old, but they seemed like it.
Right.
When
Well,
we were young.
to us, they seemed like they were probably in their early 30s.
I'm a grandpa times 6.
And I am yet to be a grandpa.
But Lisa kind of knocked some sense into me and said, how do we do this? And I said, well, just like we do everything else.
We get by.
You just do it. And I think there are so many kids out there that need
good
love
homes
and hope and
guidance.
And I'm not talking about going down to the boys' club or the girls' club and being a mentor. I'm talking about
raising somebody
that
instilling values into them
every single day and making them happy. And the conversation between Lisa and I is still not over, but one of the things I was going to talk about later in the podcast is we are starting a foundation, and it's a child advocacy group. All the details aren't worked out yet. We'll let you know when they are, and we certainly hope that you guys will help us with that. There are so many children out there that need help. We talked about adoption, Jim.
Yep.
Do you know how expensive it is to adopt?
Extremely expensive.
Why?
Government has to make money.
Here's my thing. Okay. Adoption is legal, right?
Adoption is legal.
Should it be?
I think it should be, but maybe not in the sense that the government has control over everything.
I just wonder. I'm torn on it. I think these babies need a home. I think adoption should be legal, but I think the government needs to get out of it.
Right.
The only thing the government does good is cause problems.
Right, and boy, are they good at that.
Listen, you and I talked a couple days ago, and we were trying to list everything that the government did that the outcome was better than when it started. We couldn't think of one thing.
I've got the list right here, John.
It's empty. Show, empty. It's there's nothing on it. Everything that the government gets involved with ends up a complete and total mess. So
it costs 10 times more than it should. It's run slower.
So
inefficient.
Adoption is legal.
It is.
But a young lady who decides, I don't want to abort my baby. I want to have it, but I want it to be adopted out to a family that's going to love it and take care of it and do what I can't at this moment.
Right.
So there's a family out there who says we can't have children for whatever reason. We want that baby. The government's going to get involved, and they're going to say, you got to do this, and it ends up costing thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
Now, what if the government was out of it? We made it private, and we went to that young lady. She could get an attorney. We got an attorney. We signed the papers. We give that young lady $50,000 instead,
or however much two decide on.
Or however much we decide. Maybe
Right.
it's $5.
Right.
You know,
Maybe it's $2.5 million.
Yeah, whatever it is. It's up to her to negotiate it, and it's up to the family who wants that baby to negotiate it.
Yep.
Why does the government need to be involved?
So they can get their cut.
Yeah, and is that the reason? Here's what the counterpoint would be. Oh, we've got to make sure that baby's going to go to a good home, and we've got.
Do they always go to a good home?
No, and the government is the worst at figuring that. And here's a point. Okay, the government is in charge of a thing called where the kids go and foster care.
Foster care. Oh,
So. That's a government deal.
Yeah.
Okay? So is that a good thing?
I don't like it. I mean, there's parts of it. There's good things and bad things.
I'll tell you. Okay. I can't think of anything good about it.
There's some good foster parents out there that are taking good
I'm sure
care
there
of children.
and I'm sure there are.
But
the government is paying them to do it.
right.
I know personally the gentleman who was in charge of all the foster care in the East Tennessee area for 20-some years.
Okay.
I was very close to this family. I was told by this person, hey, you guys should start fostering because you could
make a lot of money
out of it.
You can make money,
and
right?
You get your initial funds, and then there's these funds, and you fill out this paperwork, and you can get some more money.
Yeah.
In fact, you
can get
running the program had fostered 20 or 30 kids, and guess how many he stayed in touch with?
Probably
I'll
none.
tell you, absolutely zero. He had kids of his own. Who
were definitely more important.
Actually not. It was a very dysfunctional family. But but my point is, he wasn't trying to foster these kids to families that were going to love them and take care of them, even if it was temporary.
He was using it for the money.
He was telling his friends and family members, hey, here's a way to get money from the government. You should do this. Now, that same family was also in charge of who gets these homes. Remember Jimmy Carter's thing?
Oh, the Habitat for Humanity.
Habitat for Humanity. His daughter actually lived in a Habitat house. Now, they both had jobs.
So he figured out a lot of ways to scam the government.
That same guy who told me that I should foster children to make money said, hey, you know, if you go down and you talk to such and such, you can get a Habitat house. You should do it. It's a brand new home. Everything's up to date. And that's how the government works. I saw it firsthand.
Yeah.
This is, how do you stop that?
By making it private.
Yeah.
A private company's not going to put up with that.
You privatize it. That's exactly right. You privatize everything. Social Security should be privatized. Adopting babies should be privatized. Fostering children should be because you love children and want to have an influence on those children, not because
you think they're going to pay your rent.
Yeah, or I need a new boat payment.
Right.
You know, this is what's wrong with the system. And yes, there are good foster parents, and there are good parents who adopt. But we've got to get the government out of it. It's Jim, why can't I go down right now and say, you know what, there's a guy down the street who needs a kidney. I want to sell
him a kidney.
And then I can negotiate with that guy and say, look, I'm at $200,000. Where are you at?
I see no reason why you shouldn't be able to do that.
Why? It's my kidney.
I mean, now that people are going to say, well, this guy's not in a good place to negotiate. I mean, if he doesn't get this kidney, he's going to die.
Get an attorney.
So
Get an attorney.
You're going to take advantage of him. I'll tell you what, that guy that's going to die if he doesn't get a kidney doesn't care about that.
That's right. Here's what he cares about: living.
I want a kidney.
Yeah.
And if it takes me buying it from this guy, great.
Yeah. And if I'm in the situation where, look, I've got one, why can't I sell it?
Yep.
It doesn't make any. And here's another thing. So on my license, I used to have this thing that says donor.
Organ donor.
Organ donor. Are you really an organ donor? Are you really donating those organs?
Well,
or
you're giving them to the government so they can make money.
So they can sell them. Because I can guarantee you that heart that's inside of you, or that kidney, or that lung that you've donated is now going to go into a little cooler box.
Yep.
And some guy's going to run with it to the next hospital and say, we got the lung here. And then that guy laying on the operating table is going to say, whew.
$1.5 million.
Good thing I paid $1 million for that thing. So somebody.
And I didn't get anything. My family didn't get anything out of that.
So somewhere in between me saying I'm a donor and that guy receiving it, there's millions and millions of dollars being passed.
Yep.
So why not just pass the middleman and say, hey, look, you need a heart or a lung?
Yep.
I'll sell one to you for $80,000 or $100,000
if I die.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want you to take it now.
But. Or if it's a kidney, I can live with
it. A kidney you can go without, right?
I mean, come on, man. Why can't we do this stuff?
Yeah. Do you want my appendix? That's cheap.
And it goes down, and it flows down to the kids. Why do we need the government involved? All the government's going to do is F up these kids anyway.
Yep.
The proof is in the pudding.
And going back to the donor thing, yeah, if I die, it should be up to my family if they want to sell my organs or not. They should be able to make a profit on what is ours.
Why not?
Why
not?
It's not. Shouldn't be up to the government to take it from me because I donated it,
right,
and then sell it to somebody else and take all the profit.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yep.
Because you're really not donating it.
No, you're giving it away so somebody else can make money on it. Right.
Yeah. It's kind of like
leave it up to the family.
Yeah.
If they want to sell it, great. If they don't, that's up to them.
It irks the heck out of me, man.
Yep.
I can't stand it. And it's the same
now,
thing.
Don't get us wrong here. I'm all for donating organs or letting people take organs if they need them, but I just don't want the government involved in it.
Yeah, I don't either. We know a recipient of a heart donation.
Yes.
He lived a very long, long time.
Yeah.
And we're grateful that he had that heart. But the government has got to get out of that kind of crap, man. It's not. The government should stay. What are the 3 things the government should do, Jim?
Protect the country.
That's it. Protect the country, protect its people, and that's it.
That's it.
They don't need education. Get out of the education.
Get out of everything else.
Get out of the education. Get out of the tax business. If you want to collect taxes, go ahead and collect taxes. That's probably one of the things that they're the best at.
Yeah, well, that's the one thing they did right, according to them, not according to everyone else in the world. But
we just started back from a month off, and I'm already livid because we're talking about taxes, and you pay tax on all this stuff, and then you die, and then your family has to pay tax on something that you've already taxed on. And it's like, how many times is the government going to tax you?
As many times as they possibly can, on the same exact dime.
When are we going to stand up and realize that we got away from a guy called King George who was doing less than what our government is doing to us?
They're taking way more from us now.
Way more.
Way more.
And we stand by, and it's like, thank you, sir.
And just take it. Yep, just take it.
Thank you, sir. Can I have another? And it's not about a party affiliation.
No,
it's not about, I don't like this party. I don't like the. It's the government, man. It's got to change, and it's not going to.
And it never will. What is the government, John?
Man, I'll tell you. I'm starting to think that it's a machine that nobody knows about.
It's got to be.
And
I've got an example of that. I mean, during the last election, Trump, everybody, all the Republicans talking about how we need to get that Epstein stuff. We need to do this. We need to do that. Immigration, all of it.
Yeah. And we're all backing them up.
Yes, and that's why he got elected. And now all of a sudden he's flip-flopping on a lot of things.
Yeah, yeah. And we've got...
Why is he flip-flopping?
Well, here's the thing. You got people who, like Dan Bongino...
Hold on, John. I think we need a break.
Yeah, this is crazy. Let's take a break.
All right.
Well, that was a good break.
Yes, it was.
Well-deserved break.
Yes, yes.
Anyway, we've got people like Kash Patel, Dan
Bongino,
who I utterly
admire,
respect, and admire and trust. And when Dan Bongino had his show, and every day he would talk about, I've got inside information.
I know I can't give it to you now because I don't want to out this person. I don't want to do, but I know, believe me.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden, there's nothing there.
Why?
Because somebody got to them. Somebody or something or some entity. I don't know.
So now Dan Bongino takes a day off work to decide whether he even wants the job or not.
Right.
I just hope that it doesn't get to the point where Dan Bongino is on the 17th floor and decides to jump out of a window.
Right. And Kash Patel gets arrested for it.
Yeah. And suddenly hangs
himself in a cell.
Right.
Right. I mean, that's what it looks like. It's just like Russia.
That's how it is. I mean, our government is so dark. And I'm so disenfranchised because I thought things were going to change. I thought Kash Patel was going to lay out all this. You know, I thought we were going to know about UFOs, the JFK,
Epstein list,
MLK.
Oh,
they were going to give us all of that.
And it was going to be instantly. It was going to be as soon as we get in.
And it just didn't happen.
Well, you have Bondi with the list on her desk that she has to go over, and we'll get information on it tomorrow. Well, it's been about 60 tomorrows.
And now she's saying, well, what I meant was the files were on my desk. And that's a lie.
Yeah, it's a lie.
It's a lie. Somebody or some machine is
behind this and gotten to them.
And said, and here's another thing about the Epstein thing.
It's either threatened their family.
If there's nothing on Epstein, hey, look, there is no list.
Then put it out there.
There is
let
no
us know.
pedophilia. There's nothing.
Then let Ghislaine Maxwell out.
Why is she in prison?
If none of that happened, then
then
she's innocent.
Free. She should be free. I guarantee you, she's going to be gone within the year. Something will happen.
Yeah. Well, she's going to talk if she gets the chance.
Well, she should talk. And
I hope they do. And I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's a Republican, a Democrat,
talking, man.
It's my next door neighbor. I don't care.
It's not.
If they did something like that, they need to go down.
Everybody knows I'm a conservative, but it's not about party affiliation. It's not about well, this guy said this. I want the damn truth, man.
Yep.
I'm tired of being pushed
Look, we're all
around.
adults here. We can handle the truth, whether it's UFOs, Epstein Island. I don't care what it is. Quit hiding things from us.
Right. Just let us have it, man. We're all adults.
We're supposed to be running this country, not the government.
That's right. That's the way it was set up.
Right.
Ah,
so let us decide how to handle it.
It's. Do you think that'll ever happen?
No. Not unless something drastic happens.
People used to talk about the Illuminati, and
I'm starting to believe there's something about that.
Yeah, there's a deep
the
government,
deep state.
The deep state. And, we used to laugh at, what's his name, who got sued for $10 billion.
Yeah.
And we did, Joe. We would laugh at that guy.
Oh, everything he said now is coming true.
I believe it. I'm starting to think, Glenn Beck and a lot of these guys have some inside information. But we need to just let it out.
Yeah.
Let it out. I'm tired of this.
We're not little kids who
we're gonna
have to be protected, folks.
We're going to float you a little bit of information here and a little bit there.
Here, let's send this out to them. That should subside them for a while.
Tell me what's going on. And if there's some kind of group that's running the things, tell me about it.
Yeah. If that's who's running it, let us know.
And if we want to revolt and they want to push us back,
then we'll revolt.
So be it.
Yeah.
That's how history is made. That's how governments are made. But I can tell you this, our government was not set up to be the way it is right now.
No, they're running the country.
You know,
And it's set up for the people to run the country and the government to protect us.
you and I are supposed to be running this country. It's not supposed to be some deep, dark secret about how things are run. It's not supposed to be some senator who makes $120,000 a year,
Who is all of a sudden a
and
multi-millionaire.
4 years later has a bank account of $260 million. You know, there's something completely wrong with that. There's got to be some real accountability, and we've got to do it. And I'm not saying we should all get our weapons and run down to Capitol Hill and do it, but
boy, oh boy, we could do it at the voting booth. I'll tell you that.
Do it at the voting booth,
and we could do it at making phone calls and showing up and just protesting people, you know?
And here's how we can do it. One of the major things is, and we've talked about this before, there's got to be term limits.
Oh,
We can't have people in there for more than 4 to 8 years. This is where the corruption begins.
it is. But look at if you look at it this way, John, and I agree with you completely on term limits, and any part of government should have term limits.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter who gets in there.
No.
It's the same thing over and over again, and it's really...
Listen, I can remember following Ted Cruz when he first came in.
Yep.
And
I loved him.
There was a website, and I used to follow it, and you could go on there and see their voting scores. And I loved the way he voted.
Yep.
I was conservative. I still am conservative. And I was like, here's a guy who's voting along conservative lines.
Yep.
Not what the president wants, but what
he
his
believes.
actual value
What he
system
believes.
and what he
Right.
talked about. Then he started to sway. Now I look at him and I'm like, I don't trust him anymore.
I don't trust any of them. I really appreciated Trump. And
Yeah.
now with this Epstein thing and the immigration, all of a sudden now we're gonna let hotel workers stay or farm workers stay. And
Listen, he got voted in because of his
we're gonna get rid
policy.
of all the illegal immigrants.
That was
it.
That's
That
what
was
the
it.
American people wanted. And now Democrats, Republicans, it doesn't matter. That's why he was in there, because the majority of people, and I know there's some liberals out there who are going to throw a fit.
Nobody's
and say,
illegal.
"Oh my God,
Nobody's
there are
illegal."
There are illegals, and
they
that
came
is-
in here illegally.
that is-
now we're all for immigration legally.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter where they're from.
But
if they're doing it legally, we're welcoming them.
that's why Trump got voted in.
Right.
That was his big issue, and the vast majority of people agreed with that. And for 2 or 3 months, he was
great.
dead on that. It was
Yep.
working great. Tom Homan was doing a great job. Now all of a sudden, a couple of months ago, he said, well, maybe there should be some
Farm
concessions
workers.
for farm workers,
and then hotel workers.
Then he backed off.
But then he went right back to it again.
Now he's back on it again.
And it's just
So-
ridiculous.
I mean, why would you take that guy who's been working on a farm and let him stay because he's been here for 30 years, but the guy who's been working at Walmart for 30 years, he has to go?
Right.
They're
Right.
both contributing.
Exactly. They're doing the same exact thing. They're here working
That guy who's
basically with a fake Social Security number,
Yeah.
so they're not paying taxes. Somebody else is.
Right. Or that guy who's working at the auto shop,
Right.
Julio, who fixes my
Yep.
car every week.
Absolutely.
Who's been doing it for 30 years.
Yep.
He's got to go, but the farm worker gets to stay.
And the hotel
And the
worker.
hotel
And why
worker?
hotel workers,
And-
Mr. Trump? Why?
Well, that senator, who was that senator or representative who said, if we take them all, there's going to be nobody left to wipe our
Wipe our
ass."
butts, yeah.
Come on.
Nobody's going to be here to wipe our
Come on.
How racist is that? First
I don't
of all?
know. But
that's
I'm
ridiculous.
starting to believe that there's something to that.
Nobody's going to be there to wipe my butt.
Right. Come on, man. I'm so over this. You know, if you're gonna say something to get into office,
Do it.
get in.
Do it.
And this is where I'm talking about government, Jim. Government is way too big.
Oh, way too big.
There's no such thing as small government.
Yep.
You know, as a conservative, I used to promote. You know, we need smaller government, less regulation,
Yep.
smaller government, and I still believe in that. But now the realization has hit me. How do you do it? I mean, we've got companies like Blackwater and all these guys who are overseas doing the things that the CIA doesn't want to do. How do you stop that? I mean, who's
Right. I mean, can you stop it?
I mean, we need that kind of thing, and the general public doesn't need to know about it. But we need to know who's running the government.
Yep. Yeah, we don't need to know about the intricate details of what's going on or what they're doing, but we do need to know who's in charge, who's running the whole operation.
And if there's a policy that passes the Senate and the Congress and it gets signed into law, that should be
the law.
There shouldn't be a
That's
judge
the law
out there that says, "Oh, I'm going to stop this."
Yeah,
I don't agree with it.
Yeah.
Well, dude, you're a local judge.
Right. What do you have to do with it?
Nothing.
Nothing.
There's our system is broke. We need to fix it. I don't know what it's going to take.
I'm afraid it's going to take a revolution again, but I hope not.
It wouldn't surprise me.
I hope not.
I hope if there is a revolution, it's a revolution of the minds, and not like
a fighting one,
an actual revolt. I've always loved Rand Paul, and I've respected him.
He sticks to his guns. He doesn't flop much, man. He
is true to his word.
Right.
He reads every bill. He won't sign something. He won't agree with anything unless he reads it. And every year he has that budget thing where he puts out how much money the government has spent on everything.
Yep.
And that's just overlooked, And we sort of did that with Elon Musk, the Doge thing and I call that a temporary thing too. It was almost like it was for show.
And that's what it seems like. It was excellent. So much money being saved.
Yeah, but now
it's gone.
Now it's gone. Now we don't care anymore.
Right.
USAID is still out there, scamming their money for whoever they want. For African adoptions, for gay,
for
tap dancers.
Right.
It doesn't make any freaking sense.
Gay and lesbian tap dancers.
Yeah,
who fish.
Come on, man. And you and I are paying for that kind of crap,
which is ridiculous. I want to know where my money goes, every penny of it.
Yeah,
every single penny of it.
Yeah, and I'm starting to think that maybe that's just never going to happen.
Yeah, another thing that he flip-flopped on to me, it seems like, is Ukraine. All of a sudden now we're sending more weapons to Ukraine.
Time to take a break.
Yeah, I think you're right. All right.
Wow, that's a good break.
Yeah, it was.
So Ukraine, I think.
Oh, Ukraine, right? Ukraine.
Yeah.
All right. Now he comes in saying, "That's it. We're not spending any more money. This is ridiculous." Now all of a sudden, we've got more weapons going over there. I want to know who's paying for these weapons.
Yeah.
And do you know where they're coming from, John?
Where are they coming from?
They're coming from the United States stockpile of weapons for the military.
Darn. Well, son of a gun.
So we're giving all of our weapons away to Ukraine.
Well, why do we need them?
Well, we don't need them.
Yeah,
what would we need them for?
We don't need weapons.
I mean, we're tough.
Yeah.
Right now, until all our weapons are gone.
Well, they'll just tell us we don't need them and convince us that.
Now, who's paying for these? Is Ukraine paying us?
Ukraine is never going to pay us.
Who's paying for these weapons then?
You and me.
I'm done with it.
Yeah.
Not another penny. I'm sick of it.
So here's the thing. Yeah, I'm sorry that they got attacked in the first place.
It's horrible. Horrible.
A lot of people don't know the whole backstory, and I'm not going to go into that on this episode, maybe the next episode. But as to why Putin was so pissed, there's a reason. And he has a valid reason to be pissed. And the United States...
You Putin lover.
I'm not a Putin lover. I'm not a Russian lover. I am a diehard American who will die for this country. But I will tell you this: if you know the history of why Putin did what he did, the United States would have done the exact same thing.
Of course we would have.
But we jump on this bandwagon, and they don't let you know these things. They only want you to know bits and pieces, and then people can put up their Ukrainian flag all over their crap and out in front of their house and on their
profiles and everything else.
And they don't realize every bit of that money is coming from you and me, and then that stops. Now, how much of that money do you think of the billions and billions, well, trillions, that we've
Trillions,
sent
yes.
to Ukraine has gone to bombs and defense.
Well, no, very, very little.
Yeah.
Very little.
Most of it has gone to
The pockets of senators and congressmen.
Well, we get kickbacks. So the way it works is they send them all this money, and then they send it into a fund, and that fund is redirected back to the United States, but not before all those Ukrainians get their money.
Right. I mean, the Ukrainians are they're running out of stuff, and they've got plenty of money.
We talk about when COVID came out, there was more billionaires made during COVID because of the scam that the government did with the medications. And the same thing is happening in Ukraine, but with defense systems.
Right.
It's an absolute travesty when you look at the governors over there and his Zelensky's best buddies. They went from middle class people, because he was an actor.
Yeah, he's an actor.
So his friends went from middle class people to multi-billionaires in 5 years.
Right.
How does that happen?
Well, we gave it to him.
Yeah, but why aren't we pissed about this?
Because we don't know about it, because people don't care.
Well, I care.
Pay attention, and you will understand this.
It drives me freaking crazy. There was a show in the 70s about a country that was about to go broke. They didn't want to go broke, so this guy came to there was a king of the country. And he said,
was this Wag the dog?
No. God, this was back in the 70s.
Okay.
And he said, here's what we do. We're going to go to war against the United States. And he said, war against the United States? They're going to kill us. And he goes, oh, no.
Oh, it's not going to be a real war.
The war is only going to last a day.
Right.
And then the United States is going to make us all multi-millionaires.
Right. They're going to send us so much money.
And then it went through the whole process
of
how
it is.
And it's so real and so true. You want money? Go to war with the United States.
Yep. Go to the war with the United States.
Or get bombed by
lose
somebody.
after one day.
Yeah.
And then collect billions and trillions of dollars to rebuild and do whatever you want with that money.
It's just unbelievable.
It's a scam.
And it is a scam, and we've got to fix it somehow.
Yeah. Well, John, you mentioned COVID in there.
Yeah.
And I just wrote something down here because I remember I was hearing about this. I don't remember where I heard it or read it, but did you hear about that doctor who is in trouble now? Because during COVID, if you were going to lose your job because you needed to get the vaccine and you didn't believe in the vaccine, you didn't want the vaccine, this doctor was giving saline shots, disposing of the COVID vaccine, and signing off that you'd got the vaccine.
I did.
God bless the guy, man.
Yeah.
God bless him.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's all okay and gets out and nothing happens to him, because I respect that guy.
Yeah,
man.
he's a patriot. And there's we talk about the whole COVID thing is really weird, man. I can remember having a lot of respect for Arnold Schwarzenegger, who I thought was a conservative.
Well,
and then during
then it's
COVID,
F your freedom.
F your freedom.
And now, then he went on The View just recently, and they were expecting that Arnold, and then the other Arnold came back.
And that's what I'm talking about. Who are you?
Exactly.
Do you have values?
Do you have any beliefs at all that you actually believe in?
Right. Come on. I mean, just be who you are. You have a set of values. You have a set of morals. Live by that standard.
Right.
Here's the problem. We go. They want to go where the flow takes them. Well, where's the money? Look at Gavin Newsom.
Oh, what a slime ball.
This latest interview. I don't have a problem with guns.
Yeah, I love guns.
I'm going to F this and F that and screwball this and screwball that. I'm going to drop as many F-bombs because I'm cool.
Because I got to make people think that I know that I'm tough. I'm tough.
Golly, I don't mean to cuss.
But boy, he brings that out in me.
Brings that out, boy. I'm just.
And I'm not going to put up with that because I'm tough.
I'll tell you, I like Joe Rogan. I really do.
I like Rogan.
I like him. I mean, come on.
I disagreed with the lockdowns. I didn't like the lockdowns.
When he said that he disagreed with the lockdowns.
But I disagree with the lockdowns for me.
Let's put in, I'll send his staff and see if we can get Gavin. Okay, he was in Tennessee for the last couple of days.
Yeah.
We'll see if he can come on our show.
Try and get them on.
Because I'm not going to be
Absolutely.
as easy as a couple of these
No,
other guys.
no. I will
You know,
push right back on them and
when
say,
you say you love guns, then why did you stop the sale of guns in your
state? Right.
Why can't I bring my guns into
to your state. Right.
You know, why can I not get a carry permit in your state?
Why can I only get a magazine that holds 4 bullets?
Right,
You know?
and not buy the bullet.
Right.
You know,
I can't buy the bullets there.
I told you I was on the West Coast for the last month.
Yeah.
And I'm always weaponized. And when I went into California, maybe I shouldn't say this, I was afraid.
Well,
I thought if I got pulled over,
Yeah.
you know, but I wasn't going to be there. I was in Oakland. I was in San Francisco. I was in Sacramento. I was in a lot of these places. And I got to tell you, Jim.
most beautiful country in the world.
I got to tell you, California is an absolutely beautiful state, but it has been
Destroyed.
completely destroyed.
Taken over by just crazy, lunatic ideas.
Destroyed. I thank God every day that I'm here in Tennessee. Not only are the people wonderful, you know, the countryside is beautiful, the politics, and I'm not talking, you know, oh, they're conservative. People want to stay out of other people's business in Tennessee.
Yep.
They don't care about your politics or your business. You know, they just want to live. You know, there's a thing that's called the Constitution, and I feel like people
what?
Yeah, exactly. and I feel like people in Tennessee, they know what that means more so than a lot of these junior congressmen and senators who, from the things that they say, have never read the Constitution.
No,
they don't
definitely
know
not.
what the Constitution is. They're required in the position they're in to uphold the Constitution. Yet the things that they say are completely opposite.
Well,
of
to
what
them,
they
John,
do.
upholding the Constitution is being able to pick it up
Well,
and then set it down again.
That might be true.
So, yeah,
That might
I
be true.
upheld the
I
Constitution
upheld
when I
it.
first started.
I upheld it. Yeah, you know, you might. I never thought about that, but you might be right. But it makes me sad that there's people out there who hate this country,
So bad.
who are in a position of a senator, and I never thought,
So many congressmen.
First of all, I
sorry,
grew up
congresspersons.
never thinking that somebody could hate this country.
Especially in that position.
You know, you've got these illegal immigrants who are crossing the border, trying to get to this country.
Yep.
Because we are the best country, and I don't
By
care,
far.
I don't care
By far.
how you take that. We are the best country. That's why
We've
all
got
these
the
people wanna
best
come
country in
here.
the world. That's why everybody is trying to
Yeah.
get here.
So they want to come to our country.
And even when they're here,
but they come to this country, and the flag that they should be flying
Is the American
flag.
flag.
But they're going to fly the flag of the
Country they ran
that
away
they
from.
just fleed, and then they're going to burn the American flag. So, how is that patriotic? And why would I want you in my country?
well, John, they didn't cross the border. The border crossed them.
Yeah. Oh God,
Makes no sense.
I'm so over it, man. Anyway, man, we've talked about a lot of stuff, and I've got heated up. I was gone for a month, and I didn't expect to rant like this.
Oh yeah. Well, there's been a lot that happened since you were gone, and
Yeah.
and I was just chomping at the bit to just
Yeah.
get back in
I mean,
here and start
It's just crazy.
talking about it. But
We got a lot of things coming up, though.
yes, we do.
We've got Dubby.
Dubby,
as
a
our
new sponsor. New sponsor coming
Yeah.
up.
So what is Dubby, Jim?
Dubby is it's a sport drink,
Energy
an
drink.
energy drink,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So if you go to Dubby.com and you put in the code word
Mind,
MIND,
MIND.
you'll get 10% off. Try them. They're excellent. They don't have any of the bad stuff in them. There's no sugar. There's no artificial colors, artificial flavors. And it's unique, and I think you guys are going to love it. Check it out. And if you don't, their website is awesome. But remember, MIND is the
Promo code. Get
the
yourself
promo
a
code that you
discount.
want to use. I think it gets you 10% off.
10%, I believe, yeah.
Then we've got something in the works with
it's not quite put together yet, but we're working on it.
Tactical distributors.
Tactical distributors.
We are giant fans of the Second Amendment.
This is going to be interesting, guys. This is something you guys are going to really like.
This is big. They are manufacturers of, how do I want to say this?
Furniture.
Yeah, furniture that hides weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah, for your protection and for your safety. They've got mirrors. They've got shelving.
Pictures.
Flags that you
end
hang
tables.
on the wall. You push a button and out pops an AR. But very high quality and some of the best stuff that you'll ever see. And absolutely beautiful, beautiful furniture. And the prices for you guys are going to be absolutely amazing. So stick around for that. We're talking probably 10 days.
Yeah, we're looking at about 10, 15 days, and we'll let you guys know exactly what's going on.
Yeah. And then we've got the Child Advocacy Group.
Yes.
Coming up.
Trying to set something up here.
We'll post that up. Please help us with that, guys.
It's very important.
Very important. We are truly passionate about this. And I don't know if it was just having the new grandbaby or me being my age. Children need a voice. And I'm not talking about being pushed through a factory. Children need help.
We need to make sure that they're being taught correctly and cared for, shown direction.
Mentored
Not
properly.
just mentored, right?
Right. We
not just left to fend for themselves.
That's right. I saw an interesting stat, Jim, about foster kids. It's that when the government did the study, less than 2% of the kids in the foster care had complaints. That's when the government did the study.
Well, they're going up to the kid and saying...
But when they actually interviewed the kids, an outside agency, and did some actual research and spent time in the home, 40%.
It's almost half, John.
Almost
half
of the children are abused or neglected. Almost half.
Sad.
But the sad,
the sad thing is the government goes in there and does this thing, and and they just don't. They don't do a research on it. They don't talk to the kids alone.
Right. What's
or
worse?
If they do, they're worried about.
What's worse? The government not getting the truth and just throwing that figure out there, or the kids getting abused? I think it's equally.
Yeah, absolutely. It's because if one doesn't happen, the other one isn't going to happen.
Right. Let's fix the problem. And that's what I'm talking about. We got to get the government out of it.
Yep.
And you guys, with this new group we're going to come up, we really, truly need your help. And we'll have it up on the website. We'll have it on YouTube. We'll have the QR code where you guys can help us out. And please do. Don't
let these kids suffer, man.
Think about the kids. There's this commercial on TV, Jim. In the arms of an angel.
With animals.
Yeah, with a one-eyed dog.
Yep.
And
they get
millions
of
dollars. Let's do that for the
kids. For actual human children.
And treat them right. I mean, let's get these kids a home that actually cares about them.
That wants to show them the proper way to go, and
not somebody who needs a new boat or
right,
a new
who
car.
wants to take money for whatever. Even I mean, it's anything.
The children need a voice. Help us be
them.
that voice. We can do this together. Anything else, Jim? What else we can?
No, I think that's a good place to end this, John. Just help us, guys, and please give us some feedback. mindovermedia@usa.com.
Hit us up on all the socials.
All the social media.
All your favorites. Please, guys, help propel us to number one. We need those likes. We need the comments.
And please subscribe when you can.
5 stars. That's what's going to promote us. And we'll see you next time.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Take care.
Thanks, guys.